Sarah, are we live?
I think. Anthony, are we live?
You can see it popping up.
Yeah.
We're up.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 83 of the Practice Acceleration Podcast. Today we are talking about the 5 simple ways to massively increase your engagement on Instagram. I reckon let's jump into this. Sarah, I'm pumped. What are you pumped about?
I'm so pumped, but if you guys are just joining us, just type in hey into the comments and then we'll see them coming through on the live stream. But I'm really excited about this episode because these 5 simple tips that we're going to teach you literally will only take you 5 minutes to install into your business, but will really blow up your Instagram, your engagement. You're going to have your phone's going to be going off the charts, which I'm excited about.
Yes.
But what I'd love to know before we do get into all of these tips is, are you currently on Instagram? Just type it into the comments. I'd love to know, do you have an Instagram account? If you've got a business page and you're currently doing a little bit on Instagram, just type it in so then we can see, because I'm obsessed with Instagram right now.
Yeah, type in yes if you're currently on Instagram, and if you've got anything more, you're doing more advanced on Instagram, let us know in the feed beneath. We'd love to know who's actually tuning in, and of course we can have questions as we go. So the more engagement we get, the more interaction, the more help and support you're going to get from us. So let's have a ton of fun about the Instagrams.
Yeah, we've been pimping our Instagram around here. There's all Instagram, all of our meetings have been talking about Instagram. So I thought, let's do a podcast about Instagram because we've been getting tons of engagement and I really wanted to share it with all of you guys as well. But before we get into it, we talk about this a lot at the office, Tristan, talking about our Instagram feed. Our feed that we go on, my feed is totally different to your feed.
Yes, we're just looking at that.
We're saying my feed is customized to all of the things that I like. So the pages that I like, the pages I comment on, I'm going to get more engagement and that's going to be my feed. We're just saying mine's all wedding dresses. I was just showing Tristan because I'm getting married, and then all of my feed is wedding dresses versus what your feed would be.
Butter chicken in local Indian restaurants. Yeah, very different.
Yeah, so let me give you an example. So say I follow, let's say with Beyonce. I follow Beyonce. You follow Beyonce as well.
Yes, of
course.
Because
we love Beyonce.
Yes, we do. We both love Beyonce.
Say I'm following Beyonce, but I start commenting on Beyonce's posts that come through.
Yeah, honestly, I don't do that.
You don't do that, but you still follow Beyonce.
That's right,
That's right. So 2 different people. I'm liking, I'm engaging, I'm commenting. That's going to pop up at the top of my feed versus Tristan, who follows her but doesn't really see any of her posts. And that's due to I'm more of a likely person to engage with her page. So then the algorithm picks it up and it's going to say, hey, it's at the top of your page versus you, who doesn't really, you follow her, but you don't like her as much as maybe I love her, all of her stuff.
Exactly. So that makes a lot of sense because then you're seeing what's more relevant to you. And some of the algorithm changes are often not advantageous to the user, but I think this one is.
Yeah.
Because that way it's actually more relevant. It's actually getting a better experience. So I think it's really cool that Instagram are doing that.
Yeah, I love that. So let's talk a little bit about the algorithm so you guys out there kind of understand how it works under cover of that as well. There are really 3 important factors with the algorithm, Tristan.
Great. Should we jump in?
Yeah, let's jump in.
So there's 3 factors that you guys need to know about, and when you know more about these and how to actually utilize these inside your Instagram practices, it's going to make a really big difference for how you engage and interact. So 3 really important factors with the Insta algorithm right now. Number 1 is interest. And what we're really talking about is how much do you actually care about that post, right?
Yeah, exactly. If I was on my phone, and that's the same thing, it kind of comes back to how much do you care about that post? Meaning, how much do you like that post? Do you engage on it? If someone doesn't engage on it, then the algorithm is going to put it lower in the feed. But if someone is engaging with that brand, with that page, then you're going to get a whole lot more reach on the algorithm.
Exactly. So interest is going to be gauged by ultimately engagement, right? Secondly is timeliness. Like how long ago was that post posted? And we're going to go into some more detail how to use that to your advantage and how we use it to our advantage. And we're also going to show you guys a bit of a competition that we're running so you can actually get access to some of the material that we're personally using at the Practice Acceleration Hub, which is really dominating right now. So timeliness, like we want to be really responsive in how we respond to posts, don't we? And the actual engagement itself, it's not enough just to engage. We want to do it really quickly,
Yeah, because the algorithm, as soon as they start seeing a a post is getting a lot of action, then they're like, oh, the lights kind of go off behind it, and they're like, let's give this person more reach because people are liking it, they're engaging on it. More relevant to what you want. So that's number 2, timeliness. And then the third one
is relationship. Like, how do you actually know this person? So the Instagram algorithm is obviously going to be checking that. If you get a better, like a closer relationship, that's obviously going to trigger the algorithm as well. So we want to make sure we have like really relevant relationships actually happening on Instagram and not just like random engagements, right? More quality engagements for more relevant people.
Yeah, so that's kind of behind the scenes how the algorithm works. So whenever you do a post, if you think about those 3 tips that we gave you, then you should hopefully get a lot more reach. But with the 5 little hacks we're going to give you is going to help you get way more reach and really utilize the algorithm as well.
Yes, by the way, if you just joined us for this live feed right now, just type in, hey, love to see you guys watching. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a favorite thing that we do every single week. So we're pumped to be here. Just type in, hey, and we'll make sure that we say hello to you back once I get back to my keyboard. So should we talk about engagement?
Yeah, let's talk about Instagram engagement for a moment. So Instagram engagement is no longer someone just liking or commenting on a post. I know this might blow your mind, but now they factor in all of the other channels inside of Instagram. They talk about Instagram stories, which I'm obsessed with right now.
Yeah,
I love
they're
clicking
awesome.
through them.
They're awesome.
It also,
and easy to do too.
It also takes into account Instagram TV, also just views of videos, your brand hashtag, a whole heap of other things, not just liking and commenting on your post.
Yeah, I mean, the more likes, comments, shares, DMs your posts get, the more likely the algorithm is actually going to rank you as having quality content. And then what's the benefit of that? Like, if we get more quality content, what's then going to happen? Like, when you get, as a result, we get displayed more on the what?
In the Explore page.
The Explore page.
Which is really where you want to come up on the Explore page, because more people, more eyes are going to be on your content, which is then ultimately going to lead back to people commenting and then going on your feed and then liking and following your page.
Yeah, so we've shared a ton of really valuable content with you guys already about how to massively increase your engagement on Instagram in some really simple steps. We're going to jump in a moment, but I reckon we should check if everyone actually really wants this first.
Yes,
what do you think?
Yes, I want to know. We're not going to give you these 5 hacks.
You're going to crave it. We love Insta. You've got to love it too.
We want you guys to love it. So if you're listening on the live stream, go into the comments and type in hell yes. And once we see you guys typing in hell yes, then we're going to reveal these 5 hacks with all of you guys.
Yes, type in a hell yes and we'll know that you guys want it, and we'll make sure that we share it with you. And if you're listening to this podcast in the car, as this was a recording of our live stream, we'd love to actually see you on our live stream rather than you just being in your car or being at the gym, going for a walk with your dogs, listening to the podcast. Join us next time for our next live stream. It's a lot of fun.
If you're listening in the car, don't stop and type in hell yes, just keep driving, but it's going to be recorded. You can jump back on our page. And
you can jump into Siri and get Siri to do it for you. So let's first of all, let's talk about hack number 1 is write longer captions. And I'm going to explain why that's really important in a moment. So we know that Instagram captions can go up to 2,200 characters long. It's 2,200 characters long. Now, one of the factors that Instagram is actually measuring and for performance is how long people actually spend on your post, right?
Yeah, so the caption is the content that goes with your image or your video that you post.
Yeah.
And now it goes up to 2,200 characters long.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, so one of the
You can get a good message in there with that sort of character length.
Especially with some really good copy or some story writing where people are really engaged in it.
Exactly.
But yeah, one of the points is that time spent on posts. The algorithm loves people being longer on a post because obviously they think it's more engaging.
Yeah, and more relevant. Like, this is relevant. They're spending more time reading this. So a really easy way to increase engagement is actually write a longer caption, because it takes your viewer longer to read it by very virtue of the fact you've written more content.
Yeah.
But of course, make it it should be engaging. Make it engaging and long, so that way you've genuinely got their attention and they're actually reading it for longer. And as a result, Instagram are going to rank you a whole lot higher in the algorithm.
Yeah, some really easy hacks for you guys to talk about is giving away a really great tip. I know sometimes I find myself reading about something to do with teeth whitening, something like that on my Instagram the other day.
I remember this exact this story that popped out of that.
And they just gave me a really quick tip on how to do that. And by the time I found myself, I was on there for maybe a minute or 2 versus a really short caption that I wouldn't be reading, but I was actually interested in the content.
Yeah.
It's a really easy hack for you guys to use.
There you go. Give good tips. They're really engaging and people just keep staying on that feed, which is really cool.
Yeah, so if you guys are on the live stream, just type in what you loved about that tip then.
Yeah, what'd you love about that tip? Like, I think it's really easy. It's something logical. You can all do it. It's actionable, like right now.
Yeah.
Give away a great tip, 2,200 characters, and you're up and away, but make it really relevant, make it really valuable so that your audience like, hey, you guys are actually different. You're giving us really valuable content that we can actually use. And that way, Instagram's going to love you guys. So what is number 2? What's hack number 2?
Hack number 2 is one of my favorites, and we've been doing a lot of work on this in our inbox. But the hack number 2 is reply to your DMs in your inbox really quickly, because speed of reply is really, really important. I know we used to find ourselves that I know life is really busy and that we wouldn't really comment back to people engaging with us in the inbox for maybe a day, and I know that seems crazy to us now because we reply so quickly, Tristan.
But at the time it felt like we were being, hang on, we're really fast, we're replying within a day.
Yeah.
Because we diarise to check it once a day.
Yeah, once a day, but speed of reply is really important. The algorithm will pick up on this.
Yeah.
So we want to be friends with the algorithm, and I know you think, oh, it's in the inbox, they're not going to see it, people aren't engaging.
They know.
They know.
They know everything.
They know that you're replying, you're engaging with people in your inbox, so you need to be replying really, really quickly. And a little tip for you guys, and I know our team came to us and they said, oh, I'm just getting so many in the inbox, I don't know how to really manage it. Is there another software or anything to do that? We just came up with never open the inbox unless you've got 5 minutes there to respond to that person.
Yeah, because you're going to actually have to answer quite a few things that are going on.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be overwhelmed. We don't want to open it up and see like it's blown up with 50 DMs, you don't have time, because then you'll go back away and before you know it, a day has passed and then the algorithm isn't going to like you as much as they could have if you'd spent 5 minutes to reply. Obviously 5 minutes isn't long enough for 50, but if you allocate 5 minutes, that's going to be plenty for these guys watching.
Yeah, definitely. So number 2 is speed of reply.
Yeah, it matters.
I have this ninja tactic that I didn't know if I was going to share, but it just came to my head and I really want to share with all of you guys.
Let's do it.
We do this in our inbox and it's so good. Whenever someone follows your page, we send out a little message that goes to them. It's really friendly. It's just starting engagement, starting conversations with people. Like, hey, thanks for following my page. I'm not going to give it away, but you're going to see that we send out every person that follows our page, we send them a little inbox on there. And the reason we do that, obviously, we want to get more chats, more engagement, and then the algorithm is chatting back with us further.
Yeah, it's designed to obviously create a really great relationship with our followers like you guys, but also there's a strategy inside there which actually boosts us up the algorithm. So it'd be massively valuable if you guys knew how to do that. What can we do about it?
Yeah, I was thinking if you guys are following us on Practice Acceleration, you can go check out our Instagram over there. It's really easy. Just type into the search bar Practice Acceleration and then you can go check out our page. But I was thinking to the first 5 people who actually DM us on Instagram, if you DM us the code word, what should the code word be?
Podcast 83, because that's easy.
That's easy. If you go to our page, follow us, and then DM us on podcast 83, the code word 83, I'll actually get the team to send you a copy of the message that we use.
Great. First 5 only?
Yeah.
We weren't going to share that.
This is so valuable.
Super ninja. So type in podcast 83 as the code word when you actually DM us, and we will send you the actual copy that we use so that you can use it yourself. And that way you'll be able to build a better relationship with your followers and also boost up your ranking with the algorithm.
And if you guys are watching on the live stream, we'll get Anthony to send out the link to our page to make it even easier for you guys, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to leave your computer. You can just click on it and head on over there. Anthony, can you please post that in for us?
Yes, Anthony, if you can do that, that would be amazing. So that brings me to point number 3. I really love this one. And you guys will notice that we will actually be doing that with this conversation you're participating in right now. We do it on Instagram as well. And it's this: engage with comments. So simply just reply to all the comments that come through your feed. For example, like someone might be, hopefully you guys are loving this. Type in, for example, awesome. Then I'm going to show you exactly what we do with that. Just type in awesome. Yeah. So here's what we do. If someone says, hey, they're watching us and that's awesome, we're like, we're glad that you think that. And hopefully it is, because it means we're doing a great job here. But I would ask a question like this: hey, what was awesome about that? Or what was one takeaway that you are going to use? So type in awesome, then you'll see that we're actually going to do that inside here. But we do that also within Instagram as well. Like, people are giving you comments, they're giving you praise or they're making a comment. We just simply interact and engage. If it's something really positive, like awesome, that's good, because we know that person's actually in a positive frame of mind when they're following your stuff, which is a good start. We want to make sure that people are following you that really like your stuff. But finally, create a system for your team to do it.
Yeah.
Because you won't be able to do it. Like it'll just explode. Like I couldn't handle it. We make sure our team go in and do that as well. It's totally systemized. But I think that's a really easy thing for everyone to do.
Yeah,
engage with the comments.
Yeah, that's one of the things that the algorithm picks up on. Like we said, they want more engagement. So the sooner that people are commenting underneath your post, the sooner you're getting back to them. So that's speed as well, but also replying. You're going to get way more reach on your posts and everyone's going to see you out there. But that one, asking a question, because most people say, that's awesome, or I really like that.
Yeah, or what did you like about it?
Or they just tick, they just go, yeah, I like that. That person liked it. But no, let's get into conversations with that person underneath, really probing them on that, and you'll start seeing you have this public chat underneath it, and the algorithm, that post is going to get tons of reach and engagement. It's just super ninja. I love that.
I love it too, but like algorithm and ranking aside, it's just the right thing to do. Like if someone's following your content and they really like it, like engage them and offer more help. If they get a question, actually help them out. Like I think there's really these days, like people are so focused on just rankings. Like we should be focused on, at the end of the day, you're delivering a message to help your audience. So first and foremost is actually helping for you guys, your patients following you, referrers following you, potential JV relationships and so influencers following you. We're gonna make sure we genuinely serve them really well.
And you've got to change your mindset because you're building up equity in the market.
Brand equity.
We're building up brand equity. I know if I comment on something and then a brand likes it or says something really nice back, hey, I might not be ready to buy right now, but when I am ready to buy, I'm going to be thinking of that brand.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you just change your mindset and don't think, oh, I just need people booking in right now. We're building long-term relationships.
So we actually just had a conversation today with another service provider. We've been interacting on his ads, and then the conversation went from there. Then you tagged me in it.
I just tagged you in it, and then he brought it up in our conversation. Oh, Sarah, you tagged Tristan in that. And I said, I can't believe he noticed that I tagged him in that. And now we're on the phone to him.
Exactly. And we're about to do business with this guy. And that's all from him interacting with the post, which is really cool. And now, it didn't feel salesy at all, did it? Like,
no,
it was just
I loved it.
I was like, hey, this guy's our friend already. It was awesome, actually. So
make sure
Mike, if you're watching, that was awesome.
If you're watching, now you know we love that. All right, let's get into number 4. Number 4 is you need to pay close attention to your hashtags.
Yes.
And we did speak a lot about this on episode 39 when we went through the series of Instagram. So if you haven't listened to those episodes,
go back and check
them out because we go through some really key points to really getting started with Instagram. If you don't have an account, go back there. We show you how to set it all up.
Step by
step how to do that. But right now I'm talking about really categorizing your hashtags, understanding what hashtags are actually driving your reach on there, because there are specific hashtags that are really going to get you a lot more reach, and also target the right person that you want. You don't want to target these hashtags that are really broad because you're not going to get seen, but start nailing down some really specific hashtags and categorizing them, and that's going to get you a ton more engagement as well.
That's really good advice. Should we jump into number 5, which I know I was going to handle this, but I think you're a bigger fan of it. I mean, I'm a fan of it, but you're really like a total fan of this. So what I loved, let's talk about Instagram stories, because you love this and you introduced me to it, and now it's so cool. So why don't you guide us through Instagram stories, because that's really awesome.
Yeah, Instagram stories are also another form of engagement online. It now picks up on Instagram, it picks up the algorithm, and it just says, hey, Instagram stories are big, and there's 400 million users now on Instagram stories. That's insane. That's crazy.
It is mad and awesome.
Yes, and awesome. But one of my favorite things about an Instagram story is if you look on your phone at the top, that's where they live. There's these little circles of all the people you follow. That's where your Instagram stories live. And the reason why I love them over kind of just the feed now is they're quick. They're 15-second snippets if it's a video, it's a photo.
You can't help it, like your eyes drift up and look at that anyway. It's like a default now.
And then you're clicking, you're just tapping through people's stuff.
So easy to engage with it.
Instead of scrolling, now I'm tapping through people's stuff. But you'll
get tendinitis at this rate.
I know. I'm just tapping through all of the good stuff.
Luckily, we've got some great clients that can help you out with that.
So obviously just being on Instagram stories is going to give you a lot more engagement, but some other ways to get engagement from your stories, and I think we'll have to do a whole episode on stories on their own, Tristan.
I think we should. If you guys want to hear more about it, just type in, don't tap it in, type in stories.
Type in stories.
We can talk to you guys about that too.
If you guys
want to
hear about a whole episode on Instagram stories, we can do that as well. Just type it into the live stream. But for this one, point number 5, in Instagram stories, there's two couple of things that we've been using and I love them. Number one is...
very easy too.
Yeah, utilizing the question sticker. It's kind of an ask me anything. So you can go out to your followers and ask them a specific question and then they can answer it back into the Instagram stories.
Yes.
And there you go. More engagement, more chats, just understanding what your users are really after as well, what your followers are after. So that's a great opportunity for your followers to get to know your brand, also to get to know about your products, your information, anything that you're offering. Really easy to do.
Yes.
The second one I love, and we've been doing this a whole lot, and Jess has been coming up with a whole heap of cool answers just to interact.
Thank you, Jess.
But the one I love is the poll, and the poll is asking your followers their opinion on a question. So
this versus this, right?
This versus this. So one of the ones we did the other day was, do you prefer Facebook or Instagram? And when I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I don't know, because I've been a Facebook fan forever, but now I'm obsessed with Instagram. So I think I tipped Facebook. What did you tip?
Facebook for me as well, but the thing is, I love Instagram, but I just love Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would have voted for. What would you have voted for? Type in beneath. Facebook or Instagram. What would you have voted for? I'm very interested to know.
Yeah, so we're asking relevant questions to our audience. Another one we ran was, do you run regular meetings with your team?
Yeah.
We focus on that a lot, and it's just yes or no. So they need to be really easy. Don't overcomplicate them. Really fun,
this
engaging.
Or this.
This or this. Really easy things for people to answer. And you'll start seeing, wow, my audience are coming back. My followers want this. They want to learn more about that. Then we can create more content around that.
Yeah, it's fun, and like you said, it shows you what your audience want to learn more about, or what they want, the service type they want you to actually be delivering in the first place. So I reckon we should do one more bonus. What do you think?
Yeah, bonus.
All right, cool. So this is something we're really into right now. It's Instagram TV. So we know that Instagram are really pushing Instagram TV right now. It's basically, the way you described it to me is the easiest way is it's basically like YouTube for Instagram.
Where all your videos are on there.
Yeah, so if you've got less than 10,000 followers, you can do a maximum of a 10-minute video. Over 10,000, you can do more. You share your Instagram video to your Instagram page, but what's really cool, and we were looking at this before.
It actually came up on my feed.
It's so awesome how this happens, and we learned another hack, actually. That was really cool what we just saw before. We'll share that with you guys another time when we talk about IGTV. If you want to learn about that, type in IGTV. So we want to know what content you guys want to learn about. The more we know about what you want, the more we can deliver that to you. But we just learned this coolest strategy with IGTV before.
This is ninja.
It is so cool. But here's one cool hack for you right now. If you promote your video for 60 seconds, then a keep watching button actually pops up, and then your viewer will be directed to your IGTV channel, which is really cool. And as a result, the algorithm likes you, and Instagram will give you a whole lot more reach.
Yeah, so I want you guys to really understand that. If you post your video in your feed as a post, and people watch it for more than 60 seconds, it's going to come up on your feed. Continue watching on IGTV.
Yes.
If your user clicks that, we say, hey, they're really enjoying this content, then the algorithm is like, yes, they love this, but
the content's valid, you know.
They're also on your channel as well, and because they're really promoting that, they're going to give you tons more reach and tons more engagement.
Remember, it's the YouTube for Instagram, so that's like a double win. Like, we're improving the algorithm, and we're going to build up followers on your Instagram TV channel, which is really cool.
Yeah, I bet you guys are out there, have a whole heap of content, whole heap of videos that maybe you've got on your Facebook, you've got on your website. Well, now let's transfer them over to IGTV. There are a different format that you need to put them in, but let's get them on there, and you can get a whole heap of followers with content you already have, probably.
Yeah, you don't have to recreate the content. It's going to change the platform, right? So let's summarize it for everyone.
Yes, and as we're going through these, I want you guys to type in what's been your favorite hack that we've taught you. As we're doing it, post it in the comments, and I'm going to go through and summarize all of them for you guys right now. So number 1 was writing longer captions. So easy to do. Number 2 is speed of reply with people in your inbox, replying to your DMs really, really quickly. And number 3, I love this one as well. I can't decide which one I love the most, but number 3...
I'm having trouble. Choose my favourite.
Well, so if you guys are typing in, engaging with comments, and we're going to circle back and comment and engage with you guys as well when you start seeing how much reach we get on our ads as well.
Yes.
Number 4 is really getting to nail down on your hashtags and understanding which ones are actually working and driving the reach and the engagement for your business. And number 5 is Instagram stories, utilizing the Instagram stories, polls, asking you audience questions. I think that's my favorite one.
I could tell you sounded more excited saying that.
And then the final one, the bonus one, was the Instagram TV.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
Well, guys, type in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 or bonus. I'd love to know what was your favorite. But look, you almost like influenced me then to like say Instagram stories is my favorite, because I'm like, wow, it is really cool. Maybe I should love that the most. But I just love some of the hacks with Instagram TV. That is just so cool. Like the watch for 60 seconds and continue watching. Like I just think that is so awesome. So I love the psychology behind that. I think it's really killer. So that's what I love. So guys, if you are watching on this live stream, please post any questions in the comments and we're going to jump in. If you also want to get that Instagram DM message when people follow your page, here's what you need to do. DM our Instagram page. It's Practice Acceleration. When you DM our page, the code word is
Podcast 83.
Yes, Podcast 83. All right, that's your code. It's 3 words, well, 2 words and 2 numbers, Podcast 83. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Pop any comments in you have in the feed. We're going to jump in and help you guys out. But Podcast 83 is the code when you DM first 5 only. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you next week in episode 84.
This has been so much fun. Thank you guys. And we'll jump in. And thanks so much for engaging. It's been a whole lot of fun. I love Instagram.
Yes. Bye for now, guys.
Bye, guys.